Hi, I'm David Hicks with IHS Markit. I'm Senior Vice President of our Upstream division. And with me is Babur Ozden, who's the founder and CEO of Maana Software. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
How about you?
Good, good. Well, great. I'm really glad we get together and have some time. Babur, tell us, you started this company a few years ago. What were you thinking? What was the need that you saw out there, and how is Maana helping?
Yeah, just three of us started, so
Okay.
three founders. The need that we thought that would be today is defined as the digital transformation. It is the need we perceived that was coming as a tsunami wave would be companies looking at their data and trying to use it in ways and shapes that they haven't done in the past. We brought in a new innovation for them to be able to integrate the knowledge potential of the data that sits in hundreds of different data silos.
Yeah, and this wave that we're seeing going on right now is the timing must have been quite good for that.
It is very good for us. Yeah.
We talk about, you mentioned digitization, so we talk about companies digitizing or becoming more of a digital organization. Can you say something about what makes a good digital organization, or what things a company should be doing?
A digital organization, if you take the word of the pure digital for pursuit, a digital organization means to be able to do analytics in mass scale. And so an organization means that it has the culture, the management, the people, the infrastructure, to be able to access their data and do that mass scale analytics. So realigning their workflows around churning data in ways and shapes that they haven't done before.
Interesting. And in the companies you've worked with, obviously in the oil and gas world, you have a number of quite large oil and gas companies as clients. Do you see a difference in one versus the other, or do you see a difference over a larger scale on who's embracing the digitization, aspect, or are they all doing it now? How do you look at that?
I would answer that question differently a year ago when I was here first time at CERAWeek. But this year, every company, our customers, potential customers in oil and gas space, and are beyond talking digitization. So they are some in their early phases of aligning around that concept. Some have already taken 2 years into it and have successful outcomes.
Yeah.
But everyone's heading in that direction, right?
Is it safe to say that if you're not heading in that direction and educating your workforce, you're falling off the curve quite a bit?
I want to assume, but I don't want to make such terrible statements. But it's almost like, digitization is to be ability to bring analytics in front of your people, like you did electronic mail or computers.
Yes.
So make data accessible, every piece of data accessible to everybody. So I think it is more of like, it's not like whether you need to do it or not, it's like just when it's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
It's coming, yeah. How about, it'd be great to hear of maybe a specific example of something or how a client's using your software, your platform, because it's really a platform. Do you have an example, without giving away too many secrets on it?
An upstream example will
Perfect,
be okay.
would be perfect,
So
yeah.
let's assume in the industry there are very frequent occasions a transaction takes place. A company buys the assets of another company, either the wells or the fields. So it comes with a lot of data that the acquirer doesn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So you could use these digital technologies very quickly to make sense of, understand from the data what you've just purchased and how you can go about planning your next wells and what to do with the wells that's been in operation, etc. So that's a very repeatable use case that we see.
Yeah, that's great. That's very interesting. And I mentioned platform, but I think that's important because the Maana system is a platform, so you're not competing necessarily with the broader players like Google or an Amazon. You work in concert with them.
Exactly.
Okay.
So companies who embark digital transformation within the first year of that journey start building digital architectures or digital stacks. This is how they built their technology. And some of them prefer that digital stack run on-premise behind their firewall. Some go to cloud. So cloud or a data center is where you host your digital stack.
Yeah.
So we are a layer in that digital stack, and the layer that we fill and we compete to get in is called the knowledge layer. So,
Yes, yeah, exactly.
so we, if a company chooses to host their digital stack on a cloud or Azure, Google, or AWS cloud, would just be deployed as a layer there.
Perfect, yeah, and that gives them quite a bit of flexibility.
Yes.
To do that. Great. Well, finally, let me just ask you, you're an entrepreneur, you've done this before. Where do you see Maana today on the maturity scale, or how do you feel about where you are and how the company's evolving?
So this is, as you're right, I've done a number of other startup companies in the software space. This is the one that, at least I'll answer your question without answering it, saying that I have,
Perfect.
I have the feeling that this will be my first IPO company.
Ah, fantastic. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Well, great. Babur, really nice to meet
Pleasure.
you. Really appreciate
Great.
this time
Great seeing
together.
you. Thank you
Thanks
very much.